Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan, barakallahu feekum, jazakumullah khair. Like to thank the people for supporting S24 Protection Self-Defense Academy. Inshallah ta'ala, may Allah bless y'all and give y'all the good things in this life and the good things in the next, and protect y'all from the torment of the hellfire. And I beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect me and my family from the evil eye, the ayn. And may Allah ta'ala shield us, because Allah ta'ala is the best of protectors. He's the one who gives protection and security to his creatures. So I beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect me from any envy or hasad, jealousy, or magic. Allahumma ameen. So, barakallahu feekum, we're going to continue. I just first want to, before I get started with our part 7 on how to protect yourself from being arrested, jailed, or incarcerated, okay, for the first time, and hopefully, inshallah ta'ala, it be your last time. So, inshallah ta'ala, I just want to read this so as a reminder that we do have these classes for the sisters, inshallah ta'ala. So it's S24 Protection Self-Defense Academy online tactical personal protection pepper spray classes. Okay, I put this out like maybe last month or so, and this is still open. So anyone that's interested in personal online virtual classes, first you would need your pepper spray canister. We'll have to make sure that I get you a training pepper spray canister and something, a target to shoot at, and so forth like this. So inshallah ta'ala, if you're interested in these classes, then we're going to give you the information of contact. So our training classes are 100% simple but effective, and you can learn how to protect yourself in the comfort of your home. The Survival Personal Safety Pepper Spray training sessions are short, easy, and practical, and 100% beneficial on how to prevent oneself from being attacked by identifying a potential threat, a predator or / criminal, etc., by using our situational awareness and avoidance tactics and real-world self-defense techniques. First, by identifying a potential threat before or while being attacked. Also, by deploying your personal safety tool, which is, in this case, pepper spray, with proficiency and accuracy. Okay? You should take these classes because your life is important and no one has the right to take it from you or to take it away. The contact information is what? It's called Sister Jamila Terrell Armstrong at 856-212-7791 or 215-972-2374, or contact our email at terrellarmstrong@gmail.com, or founder and head instructor Mujahid Eric Ford, which is fordmujahid3@gmail.com if needed. Shukran jazilan, thank you very much, and have a safe day. Now, to proceed, inshallah. In alhamdulillah, nahmaduhu nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh. Wa na'udhu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyati a'malina. Min yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa min yudlil fala hadiya lahu. Wa ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu. وأشهد أن محمد عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم كثيرا تسليما كثيرا أما بعد. To proceed. So, inshallah ta'ala, we're going to continue, inshallah ta'ala, with part 7 on how to protect yourself when being arrested, jailed, and or incarcerated. So, inshallah ta'ala, we're going to get into, basically, this is for first timers again, and hopefully you will never ever be arrested or be arrested again. Barakallahu feekum. So we must fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that what he created, which is the earth that he had placed us in, not to cause havoc in the land, inshallah ta'ala. Now, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, inshallah, we're going to go on today's topic. Part 7 is dealing with the psychological effect of one being incarcerated or arrested or jailed. So we have 3 points that we want to discuss today that will be very beneficial in a short period of time, because I know time is everything. So, you know, a lot of us don't have time, so I make these short type of videos for them to benefit, inshallah ta'ala, and make dua for me and my family. I mean, so we're going to talk about the psychological effect that what happens to that individual. You know, and one of the things that happen to the individual upon not so much of being contained, being restrained with handcuffs or whatever the case may be, ties, but also at the jailhouse and the district jailhouse, where's that, you know, you're getting processed and booked and so forth like this here, and then shipped off to the prison system, the county jail. In some cases, some go from the county jail to upstate or something to this effect, or back upstate. Okay, so inshallah, we want to make sure that inshallah that we have made it very clear that these lessons that I'm giving, or these seminars, or whatever you want to call them, they are particularly just for people who have not been arrested, that may be facing prison time, or people that have been arrested one time and never should want to go back, or just in general. So it's nothing to encourage anyone to say, okay, well, I have this knowledge and now, you know, I know what it takes. No, because this here is not enough. So the thing is stay away from committing crimes, stay away from, you know, being disobedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know, and, you know, obey the law to the best of your ability, and you won't have these problems. So this is just basically some informative information that I'm giving so that can help someone from not going to prison. And as well as if so happened they had to go for whatever reason, then, you know, they be pretty much prepared to deal with whatever comes with it, okay? Because we never want no one to become a victim at all. So, the psychological effect. Let's move on. Fear, okay? We want to talk about fear. What happens to the individual when he is being arrested, handcuffed, took to the jailhouse, booked, and incarcerated. What happens is, first fear comes over you. The first thing happens when you first identify that, okay, wow, I'm getting arrested and I'm going to jail. Okay, so fear takes place. You know, fear is going to happen. These are normal components. These things are going to happen. They are normal reactions to anyone that is being apprehended or put in shackles or put in handcuffs, or, you know, as they would say, against my will, against my rights. But if you committed a crime, then you have to do your time. That's just the bottom line. So if you're going to get it in this life, or you're going to get it in the next, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from the torment of the hellfire. I mean. So the bottom line is that you're going to get arrested. Fear is going to take over. You know, you're going to have, oh yeah, Allah, oh my God, you know, like, man, what's going on? You know, you're handcuffed, you're taken out of your vehicle, you're taken out of your home, you're taken out of a store, you're taken off the street, whatever it is, you are at that particular time, fear is going to happen. It's going to happen. It's not something that a person can say, well, I'm not scared. Even a person been in situations over and over. People been on battlefields. People been in militaries. People been in the police forces. People been bodyguards. People been security officers. No matter what the situation is, whatever your professionality is or your professionalism, what happens is, you know, whenever you go into a situation, fear automatically comes, because this is something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have installed in the human being. Fear is going to happen regardless to when you run across something that is unknown, or something that happens out of nowhere, or even you're going into a situation. Fear is just going to happen. No one is stone-hearted unless you are Majnun, that you are crazy, and you don't have feelings, you know, because your brain is not detecting your emotionality. Your heart and your brain is not connected. It's not working properly. So you have something there that's stopping you from having emotional feelings. So fear is something that's going to happen. You know, you're going to feel like, your world is coming to an end in some cases. Oh man, you know, I'm riding the street. This happened. Man, now I'm on my way to prison. I'm on my way to jailhouse. You know, I didn't even, you know, what's going on? You know, so your heart going to be palpitating. You know, it's going. You're just going to be scared. You know, fear is like it's scared. It's like you know that for a fact that this is not agreeing with me. Okay, this is not agreeing with me, and fear is going to come on you anyway. You know, the fear is going to come. So you have to understand that it's part of going through this system. You don't know what's on the other side. You don't know once you go through it whether you're going to live or die, whether you're going to get into a fight. A lot of people worry about their family members. They worry about, you know, oh man, you know, my wife, my children, my mother. I mean, my father's sick. You know, my daughter's graduation coming. You know, so you start getting these concerns, these major concerns. You know, my property going to be taken from me, man. What's going on? He took my car. All of these things, because actually all of this is dunya, part of the dunya, you know. Majority of it, you know, besides your family in this case, you know, your family part of the dunya as well, okay? But they not, they not, you know, possessions, you know what I'm saying? So you start feeling like I'm gonna lose all of this, you know, oh, man, you know, my job, man, I'm gonna lose my job over this, you know, fear just start coming, you know, you start getting afraid, you don't know who's in there, you don't know who's looking for you, you don't know what's gonna happen. It's like, you know, once I cross past this gate, I've never been here before, and I go into this facility, I don't know what's gonna happen. So yes, fear is gonna happen. You're gonna have to get through this, you know, it's something that's just gonna happen, okay? Moving along, we're going to talk about now, the next one is panic, you know. After you go through the fear phase, like you're going to start panicking because now you really realize that, yo, this is really happening. It is nothing I can do to really deter this or to ward it off or something to this effect, you know. So you start panicking, and when you start panicking, you start having associated with fear, you start panicking, and you start having this burst of energy, you know, this unwanted energy that's like, you know, clouding your memory. You can't think straight. You can't eat. You know, all this stuff, like you're panicking. You know, you see someone panicking, trying to get away from something or someone, you know, and this happens. You put inside of a cell, you know, with people that you don't even know. You know, you used to having your space, opening your door, leaving. Them days will be over for you, you know. So you might as well know that being panicking is part of it, you know. And the thing is that, unfortunately, a lot of people don't survive it. A lot of people got to get medication. They can't sleep. You know, they're worrying about their family members. They're trying to make phone calls. There's no cell phones on board. These things going to happen. You're going to panic. So I'm just letting you know you're going to panic, and you got to take breaths. You know, breathe in. Out. Put your trust and faith in the law, or, you know, do some exercises. You know, do whatever you can do to try to reduce that negative energy. You know, because that's all it is negative energy. You know, and you just want to be able to try to find a way to get relaxed. And I know you say, well, man, how am I supposed to get relaxed in a situation like this? The bottom line is, you know, you're going to have to go through the system. You're going to have to go through them channels until you get to a comfortable state. Everybody goes through this. No matter who you are, no matter how much money you got, how strong or powerful you think you are, and Allah Ta'ala is the all-powerful, you know. So the thing is you're a human being, you're being contained against your will for all you can go. You will, a lot of times people just say, hey, look, man, let me up out of here no matter how many crimes I committed, you know. The bottom line is you're going to go through it. You're going to go through it just like everybody else goes through it. So I'm just letting you know, for first timers, whatever, you know, try not to even commit a crime, you know. Don't even put yourself in them positions, first of all. That's the first thing, you know. But if so happened, because of Allah, myself, you went to jail or in prison for something that you believe was correct, that I believed I had the right to protect myself and I did it, and the law found other means of why you should not have done it, then guess what? Then so be it. But, you know, the thing is I did what I thought was the correct thing to do. So you got to own up to that responsibility. You can't be blaming no one else. You can't be in there saying, man, I wish if I didn't have did this. I wish I wouldn't have done that, man. If I would have just went home that night. No, all of this is nonsense, because you can't escape from the predestiny of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You just can't. What it is what it is. So now you got to go through it. So the panic stage is that, you begin to become confused. You think that, nothing is going right. What's going on, and your blood is your adrenaline, your blood is rushing, your adrenaline is rushing. So many things are happening, like, it feels like a dark cloud over you. You're trying to figure stuff out at this particular time. But guess what? You're going to go through that. You're going to go through so many things in this panic stage. Okay? Where am I at? What I'm going? What's going on with me? Where's this at? And it's like you're being hasty at the same time. And we're reminded not to be hasty. Okay? To be patient. Okay? Don't become angry. You're going to become angry. You got big concerns. This is my life. What's going on with me? So at this stage, you're going to go through another stage, which I can say a step 3. Stage 3 is once you come out of the panic stage, you're going to go into a stage called stress. You're going to go into the stress stage, where is that now you're going to be stressed out. You're going to be stressed out coming out of the panic. You're going to be stressed because you realize now that once they shut that gate, boom, or whatever the case is, you locked in there and you have no way out. And this is a real situation, because I remember it was a time about maybe 10 years ago. I was in a facility, and this is the truth. I was in a facility, and it was during the time of the earthquake, when it was an earthquake and everything in Philadelphia shook. And where I was at it was in a program dealing with work release program. There you go, work release program. And when the earthquake happened, the building shook. The building shook, and the guards that was in that facility ran up out of the building, left out of the building, locked the door. Me and the CO, we running down the steps trying to get out, because it was like a minimum security place, running down the steps trying to get out the building, because the building ready to fall. It's sitting on pegs. It was sitting on pegs in the water, okay? It shook. The whole floor did like this, and rocked. So we was like, oh, what's going on? So the guard, the CO, she ran. I ran. We both running down the steps. I knocked a guy down the steps because, I wasn't trying to die in this situation. I panicked. I'm getting up out of here. I'm military combat inclined, like really. So my whole thing is I knocks him out the way because he's moving too slow, runs right over him trying to get out the door, right? She's running faster than me. So when we get down to the bottom of the step, the guards blocked the door. Her work crew blocked her and blocked me and asked her what was she doing. Ain't nobody getting out. They let her out, locked the door, let us in. So what that told me is what I used to tell a lot of people. You're in here. If a war break out or something like that, you're not getting out of here. They're going to gas this place. They're going to blow this place up because they can't afford to let people out of this facility and be running wild, okay? So they're going to destroy us right there. And a lot of people, they don't understand that. But this is a reality story, and it happened. And this was a wake-up call. And so they locked us in. So while they was out there smoking cigarettes, sitting out there, laughing and talking on in the parking lot area, the inmates was in the work release program, was looking out of the thing like, oh, what's going on, right? But they was going to let that thing fall and we die in there. Alhamdulillah, Allah protect us and sent the calm to the earth, okay? Because we wasn't going nowhere, okay? So this is another factor that you got to remember, okay? So now while you in there, you're stressing. You're stressing, you're stressing, you're stressing, you're stressing. This is the reality. You're stressing, you can't eat, you can't sleep, you're worrying about your family, worrying kick in. You're worrying about going to court, whether you're coming home or not. You're calling home, asking about your job. You're asking about your money. You're asking about your vehicles. You asking about how's mom doing? This is when all the things that you neglected, when you was out there, you basically was like, wow.